Okay, looks like it's up on Twitch. Okay. All right. Sorry, buddy. I'm still a little sick. I actually wow. Actually, my dogs escaped today, so I had to. Oh, that's annoying. I had to go for a big old run, trying to look for them, and luckily, a couple people found them, and called me as I was running around, trying to find them. Uh, so they are a-okay, but yeah, definitely wasn't the greatest thing to do while sick. And then obviously that's a big reason why I haven't been on very much um, this past week. This is just called a dig, right? Dig warm mode off. Go join this group's. If I can get a couple more things done. Get more of these books. If you didn't know, this is something that you do once a week, and you get like 5,000. I mean, you can do it more than once a week, but you do it once a week to get the big quest done. And it's only on one character. You can't do it on multiple characters. The quest. Maybe you can do it on multiple characters, but you have to. You only get the 5,000 of the purchase stuff once a week, like on any character. Sorry if that gets annoying. It's obviously very annoying for me as well. I wish there was a way to just be able to breathe. Be very okay with that. I have to constantly clear my throat. Alright. Just doing a little troubleshooting here. Is this the double ember? This is the double ember build. It just seems like I'm high in crit. Well, yeah, one of my rings is off. Finger. There we go. Yeah, that's much better. You don't wanna really go over 44% crit, because once you hit 44%, you get diminishing returns. But also the haste was super low, and my haste is really high right now. But one of the trinkets I'm running, after you use it, you lose like 700 haste for a minute or so. Oh, I have to go do some actual thing right now. Oh man, try to catch it when I have a big cough incoming. Should probably take more Dayquil. Do this off camera so I don't look like a heathen. May not be taking the recommended dosage as serious as a lot of people do. So I definitely don't want to show anybody that side, and people go, "Whoa, whoa, look at this guy." Because I don't measure, which is not the best thing to do, but I have a pretty good sense of how much is the right amount. Oh, already it feels so much better. It just feels like somebody's like pushing in to my throat, just like making it so hard to breathe. Yeah, and after this in a minute, I will be queuing for keys. I don't think I'm gonna be doing 25s today. I'm just gonna go and I'll start with 20s and kind of see how it feels. I haven't been in keys, for over a week. And this past week doing Farrak, I felt very far behind, um, skill wise. It's just it's just when you don't play for a while, things get rusty. You tend to be a little bit slower reacting, and it's obviously going to be the same for Mythic Plus. I'm just going to go in and and I might have some big mistakes that I don't intend, and much better to not grief somebody's 25, rather have the mistakes done in lower keys that I can survive, or just out DPS them. Gotta go make sure I tag that, but I want to hit this to 100 first. There we go, got 10 pages. Where's the thing? There's the thing. Ooh, that's a good thing too. I need to make sure to change my talents. Okay. Go turn in this quest and get out of here. Okay, dungeons. Let's just do anything. I don't care. 20. Oop, oop. 22. 22. Oh, it's too fast. Or too slow. Oh, hey. Alright, sorry. My wife had questions about. We're trying to take advantage of the President Day sales and get a couple things of furniture. Yeah, I think this was a 20 a 20 Blackrook. looks like it was a dark heart. Oh, let me change this before I forget. Go to Mythic Plus. Alright. I'll dismiss my pet so that I don't have the Primal Rage as my pet command. Alright. So, man. Oh, there you go. Summoned me anyway. Oh man, it's just killing me. I don't have food buff, and I'm not lost. Oof. Oh, I'll still get it before the end of this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I'm back. Hi, how's it going, Dot Dotim Mill? Yeah, I'm still sick, but I need to get keys done. So I thought I might as well stream, 20s to 22s today. I'm gonna camo right now so I don't get selected.
Bloodlust.
I'll drop binding.
Debuff.
I'm gonna use a defensive here just in case. Wasn't sure how much damage that green AoE thing was gonna do. Alright, well it wasn't too bad. Thank you. Yeah, I'm
Dodge.
slowly trying to get better, but man, it just seems like it's taking a long time. I also the puppies escaped today. And so I went running to go get them because they just, they got out. We have like a temporary fence right now, and they have so far just been okay. Like they haven't tried to break out or anything. But obviously I haven't been feeling well, so I wasn't paying as much attention to them as I should have, I guess. I'm gonna try to kick that guy to get him in.
Hit.
Put binding down. So yeah, so they got out, and I went running around the neighborhood trying to find them. And running and being sick, and obviously not in the greatest shape, did not work out super well for me. So yeah, but you know what? They're home safe, and that's all that matters. So definitely worth the pain. Yeah, making sure the dogs are alive and well. So yeah, this is just a 20 that we're in right now, which is good because I haven't really done any keys since I mean, the last time I streamed was the last time I did keys. So, ooh, we're doing these. Alright. I am doing a different build right now too that should help me do a little bit more single target damage.
Ads. AoE.
But
Fixate.
sorry, I'm dropping all those traps right now. Yeah, so this is something that
AoE.
I think Siphene suggested in maybe a couple streams ago. So we're trying it out and having fun, and so far it's been really fun, and I haven't noticed
Ads.
any detrimental things to my overall damage. And I definitely haven't been playing it perfectly, so as I get more accustomed to it, I think it'll shine even better. Oh man, these trees. Oh my goodness.
Move. Ads. Fixate. Move. Ads. Fixate.
Oh no. I don't know how, that's really unfortunate. Okay, well, I usually use my defensive there to, I'm just trying to keep this in a circle here. Please Exil.
Ads. Fixate. Fixate. Move.
Anyway, yeah, I was going to bait the boss's jump so that the healer didn't have to deal with it. Could you please share the tree? Yeah.
Ads.
Yeah. And
Move.
obviously I can't see what's going on when I did that, but I'll definitely share again after this. You can pause the. Can you
Ads.
pause this stream? I'm assuming you can.
Fixate.
There must be a way. Oh my gosh.
Ads. Ads. Move.
Oh, these trees are just wild.
Ads. Fixate.
Okay, there we go. I have a question, of course. If you have time, could you please check my logs and say, do I do something wrong? If you link your Warcraft logs, I can try to see if there's something I notice. Yeah, if you wanna link it, Dota Mill, I can definitely try to see if I can help out at all. Can you link things on Twitch? I'm not sure if it's possible. Oh, looks like I've gotten aggro on things. I'm gonna feign here, and then bear. And I'm gonna soothe the Dryad and then kill the Dryad. Just cause Dryad's definitely gonna hurt. Much appreciated. Yeah, it didn't. See if you can send me a direct message if the link doesn't come through on Twitch. Because I don't know how exactly all of the platforms work. Ooh, that's unfortunate. So definitely can't walk through that. Yep, guess we're single targeting this now. Oh, and he's... Alright, let's see what I just want these. Obviously, not the ideal use of turtle there, but this didn't really have much of an option. I haven't checked my ranking too. Where am I at? 'Cause I did lose the whole week. Oh, I'm 70. Well, I mean, it's still not the worst. I think the highest I was 66. So, you know, a couple points down. And I really get a lot of points on fortified week. Oh no, I actually have kind of mostly 25s on fortified as well. I think I just need to start getting into 26s and let's see. I have a couple of 24s for tyrannical. Yeah, and just so you're aware, I am not like the greatest log diver ever. So don't have super high hopes that I'm gonna find everything that's wrong. Like obviously, if it was a video, it would be much easier for me to tell. But I will do what I can. Try to get close for the knockback here.
Knock. Trap. Frontal. Adds. Bloodlust. Trap. Knock. Frontal. Trap.
I did pull out the logs. I just obviously hard to do mid boss fight.
Adds.
Oh, whoa, whoa, what?
Trap.
Oh, he must have bubbled.
Knock.
Well, while I wait for res. Let's just go look at Smolderon, because that'll be the easiest one. Oh, and they resed me.
Trap. Knock. Adds. Frontal. Trap.
Oh, shoot. Didn't drop my,
Dodge.
didn't actually drop my volley there, but that's okay.
Avoid.
And because we did bears, I think we end up skipping the second one of these, or the third one. he did bubble. I was like, not sure why I got meleeed by the boss. The only thing I could think of would be a bubble, but wasn't positive. Okay. Stick zone. Then we go. So we want to stand close to the boss here for the pushback.
Frontal. Push. AoE. Frontal.
Really needs to not tank it where it is with the direction.
Push.
You can turtle this one, or Exil.
Woo! Frontal.
What is going on with the drat? I don't really understand what's happening.
Push.
Really confused. I'm trying to watch the dryad this whole time because I know they pinged it.
AoE.
They're saying get ad, but I don't know.
Frontal.
I'm not sure. Oh, jeez. Not really sure what's going on. I'm just gonna disengage back up front. Oh, fortitude of the bear there. Try to bait off to the side.
AoE. Frontal. Kick.
So your build looks fine. I'm looking at your February like 17th Smolderon. The build definitely looks fine. So let's go to cast. Okay, you're hitting arcane shot way too much. That's definitely something I'm seeing right here. Let me pull up mine so I know for sure, because I don't see any way that you would need to hit arcane shot as much as you are.
Out.
I want to go to heroic. Binding shot down here. Okay. Okay, so the biggest things that stand out to me is the amount of aim shots you have going off. Um, you might need to work on positioning a little bit more, so that you can make sure that you're getting as many aim shots off as possible, right? Like you never want to be overcapped on aim shot. Um, but you also want to utilize, uh, sorry, you want to utilize your rapid fires to like keep the volley procs up, right, for your two set. But also you want to utilize. Oh, why are they both still? Okay. Sorry. You also want to utilize rapid fires to make movements. So if you know that you're gonna have to move somewhere, like use a rapid fire to move, and that will help you significantly with your uptime on aim shots. Because it looks like I'm guessing you're using arcane shot as like your filler while you're moving. Whereas what I would suggest would be to uh, use rapid fire and steady shot while you're moving instead.
AOE.
Okay, I'm gonna turtle this here. We still don't have lust, but that's fine. I'm just gonna pop. If they want to go hang out in melee, that is a-okay with me. Man,
Bloodlust.
there we go. Oh, no way. That was a dumb mistake. I definitely thought I was faster than that. It looks okay. Oh, it's nice. Apparently I don't get the debuff if I die. The debuff drops off. So new super not great tech is to immediately die after your Ember Soul goes off. Oh, but it might have just timed out anyway. GG. Thank you for but yeah, so let me. Oh, okay, there we go. I was looking at my overall damage versus your cast. That okay, okay. This makes more sense now. I was like, why are you arcane shotting? So just give me a second here, because that was what I was telling you was incorrect. Let's actually just go to damage, because okay, rapid fire. You got 19 casts of rapid fire. I got 23, so I mean it's a little bit less. Yeah, your aim shots are still really low. Um, where you got 27 aim shots off, I got 41, and I think my kill was like 9 seconds longer than yours. So that is something that is a pretty big loss of DPS, right? It was giving you 29,000 and it was giving me 49,000. So that's 20k of DPS, and that is going to again still be the positioning issue. And that just comes with, you know, uh comfort and whatnot. Let's see. Um what's your item level? 484, and what was my item level for this? 41. Okay. Let's go back. crit 53, 54, 38. Oh, you have a huge amount of. Okay. Hmm. The other thing, and this show what buffs you have. Okay, so you had iced file. That's getting you to 5400. Yes, that's right at that. Hmm. Oh, that's me. I was looking at mine. You were also using an ice file. Okay. No, I was using ice file as well. Summary. Yeah, because the only thing I can see is that I have like 1800 more verse than you. So you might have some stat imbalances because you have an absolutely insane amount of haste. 4900, which what's mine right now? So mine's 52 and I'm at 30% and I usually am at like 20% haste. So you might be over, yeah, you might be overdoing it with your haste right now. And because you're not getting as many aim shots off, you just that like it might be a situation where you're getting your aim shots up a lot more and you're just not sending them. Um, and yeah, and you might literally be hitting a situation where you're having diminishing returns on your haste proc. And I also see you're using mirror, which I mean that's not the worst thing. It's not the best though, right? Because it's a 3 minute CD. Um, Let me just go look at your opener. Cast timelines. Okay. So you're running Steel Trap. Okay, so one thing that I'm working on as well, but I think it would be good for you to do, try sending your Death Chakram and your volley before hitting True Shot, right? Where I think you hit your True Shot on pull because it's not actually showing where it registered. Um, but that must, wait, oh, no, you held it. Oh, you held it for the first set of, okay. Well, let me look at your usage during this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the other thing, and this is something I don't remember how to do, but it looks like you might be having spaces. Let me go check mine so I'm not telling you the wrong thing. Backwards, 10 lines. It looks the same as mine. Okay, let me see. So one thing, well, that looks like you got it off right off immediately. Let's see if you do two of those in a row. Is the distance there? Okay, I mean, again, like I said, I'm not. I'm not the super best at going through logs, but the biggest thing that I would say working on is positioning and getting your aim shots off um, a little bit better, because that I believe will significantly up your damage. Um, you really, really want to make sure that you never overcap on aim shot, and like managing your focus so that you, I mean, like right now I'm having a harder time because I'm not taking improved steady shot. So like remembering to hold focus for my aim shots is a little bit harder right now during these keys, right? Um, but when you have improved steady shot, you don't want to rely too much on it um, to not to save you, but you know, it's not like don't send all your focus and then go, oh no, I need to regain it for the aim shot, right? So always kind of managing how much focus you have is going to be really helpful, but I think the biggest part that you will be able to take advantage of is having your aim shot on cooldown more. Like you really before the min max thing was right to use aim shot, then use your stacks of precise shot, and that was the min maxi of season two. This one, I would say the value of arcane shot has gone down significantly. Let's see. So I would just try to really work on your aim shot usages, because you get the free rapid fires all the time, and obviously the instant a rapid fire is available, that's what you send because you know that's part of our four piece, and you get the big advantage of that, and then also it gives you all the free volleys. Um, but that's really the only help I can give you. And I don't, if you don't want to go steel trap, let's see how much damage steel trap does to you. So you have 7 casts and it's 4k overall. Whereas what would I would just have explosive shot, right? Um, or not explosive shot. I would have serrated latent poison. Is that what it's called? Bleed damage. Yours did 12.7. Mine did 15. Let's just look at the last look at the last 30 seconds. That's what I'll look at. Um, so yours did 30k, or no, mine did 30k. Yours did 12. Yeah, so I don't necessarily think you need to go into to steel trap. I think it's a very clunky mechanic, especially for MM. Um, and I don't think you really get that much value out of it versus just swapping out of explosive into just serrated, where you can it's passive. You don't have to do anything. You just get that damage. That would be my other suggestion. Just in general, I think yes, the going into steel trap is the best DPS you can do. Like that's the best setup. But you know that's for people who are the best at doing all of the rotation. And so I mean I'm not good at it, so I don't do it, and I don't lose that much damage by not using that ability. So that would be my other suggestion. Hope that helped. I wish I could give more info, but that's about all I got. Um, let's see. Rise would be fun. I'd be okay with that. Everbloom would be fun too. Don't really want to go into Wake. 'Cause, 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 'cause Be okay with throwing. Oh, there we go. Hey. All right. Okay. Looks like we got full group. I'm just gonna go do a quick check of the work tables. Let's see what's going on over here. Search. Nothing. All right. Cool. Yeah, I've started to realize that my gold has slowly been dwindling. Um, there's two. So just earning a little bit would be great. That one takes me all the way out there, and that doesn't have any mats. So yeah, just try to make a little bit of gold. Of course, thank you for advice. It should help. Yeah, well, absolutely. I'm obviously very willing to help. I wish I had all of the knowledge of uh, the coolest tech to do and all that kind of stuff, or the sim knowledge. Uh, but there are people who are much better at that. But I can definitely tell you as much as I can. Okay. What is my key? Oh, 25 throne. I mean, I guess I could always send mine to see, um, to try to do a higher key. I don't know if I'm up for it. Like, I really was struggling during Farak Prog this week, so I don't think I'm doing my greatest gameplay this minute. Let's list all this stuff. Okay. Yeah, I do like doing rises as a filler key since you have the chance at the mounts, right? Right? That was rise. Oh no, what if it's not rise? Colonel Lauren Diaz. Which one is rise? Well, I hope it's this one. I guess we'll find out. I know. This is what happens when you haven't played for just a week. You forget everything. You don't know what's going on in the world. How do I play this game? Alright. Well. Here we go. Summon this palette.
5, 4, 3,
Alright. Oh,
2,
get this.
1.
Am I the last? I thought that we had no Boker. No, I have no Boker. Okay. And the final boss. Okay, so this is the one with the mount. Great. Alright, we're gonna go mark this guy as our kick target. Mark him as the hunter's mark, and we're not going over there anyway. Let's start blasting.
Hit.
Really want to get the sentinel down because he's the annoying one, right? Got a little scared there.
Dodge.
I am thinking of trying to start a Discord server to make it easier for people to ask questions and whatnot. But I've just kind of been down for the count for a while now. So it's been very slow moving on things that I wanna get done.
Orb.
Try to bait between the ads, so that orb should do a huge amount of damage.
Hit. 3, 2, 1. Orb. Three, 2, 1. Orb. Three, 2. Avoid 1.
Not gonna send CDs here because I don't know if we're gonna go get that pack far out there, and
Hit. Shield.
it's just the boss is coming up pretty soon. In hierarchies, like I have a pretty solid understanding of where I want to send my CDs because it's just the normal, time of killing. And this is, I think, as you level up in keys in general, right? Because at a certain time, 20s were hard.
Shield.
So you kind of get a feel for where you want to send your CDs.
Avoid.
And then in lower stuff, it tends to be a little bit harder since stuff dies a lot faster than you're ready for. So it's harder to be more optimal. Oh, oh no, oh no.
Aw, crap.
I didn't know that knocked back. That's pretty wild. That would have been very sad.
Bloodlust. Spread.
I would normally turtle this,
Avoid.
but I was being greedy here. I know that I'm gonna be a kind of powerhouse of damage, so. Oh no! Oh no!
Soak.
Oh, I should have turtled there. Whoops. Okay, I can accept now. Oh no. Well, shoot. Oh, we can't win this. This is gonna be over. Wonder if I can survive it.
Aw, crap.
Well, that was unfortunate. Um, yeah, I don't know what exactly happened. I know he got knocked off once, so I could have turtled that if I'd realized. But it was weird because it didn't show him as dead. I think he got a little trick there. I'm gonna turtle this though. Hopefully it didn't go on me, so that was a waste. Unfortunate.
Avoid.
And I'm gonna save my CDs for after the first intermission. He's still there. You should try to bring the boss into the center so that people can damage it easier. Feels like right now I'm not doing any damage to the boss, right?
Avoid.
Ooh, that was unfortunate.
Soak.
Oh, he's really getting close to the ads over there. Yep. All right, there we go.
Orb. Hit. Spread.
Bam.
Avoid.
Oh, we recovered. That's
Soak.
definitely good. Oh, I got popped up right during that. That's unfortunate.
Avoid.
And he is not gonna die before the next one, so won't send everything into it right now.
Orb. Spread. Soak.
Bam.
All right. Oops.
Dodge. Ink. Kit.
What I meant to do.
Dance. AoE.
to stack him
Dodge
closer
eight.
for the healer.
AoE.
Alright. Oh, I'm like already exhausted. I actually, after running after the dogs, I like I had to take a nap because it just my body was you know, I don't know if you've ever worked out while sick, but your body is not about it. Oh, 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 oh. Almost got me there. I'm going this way. Psych, I went that way. Oh, 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 ooh. There we go. Right on through. Okay.
Dodge Inc. Frontal. AoE. Dodge Inc. Dodge Inc. Frontal.
Oh no!
Dodge Inc.
He like brought it right to me there. Not sure why. Maybe he's dodging the orb on the ground. I guess I could have definitely been farther away, but man, that did not feel great there.
Dodge Inc.
Okay. No, that's not what I want to mark.
Frontal. Hit.
Man, I'm not getting my multi shots off. Definitely doesn't help damage.
Hit.
Oh, hey. Hey, Show Bruno, how's it going? Sorry, I didn't notice the messages. Not sure if they were sent a long time ago. I wish I could get timestamps or something. But you know, surviving a little bit.
Frontal.
Definitely ready to not be sick anymore. But it's just kind of how it is, you know. Sometimes you get sick. Ooh, that's not good. There we go. Okay, I want to make sure my mic's down. I'm trying. Though it may not seem like it, I am really trying not to cough into the mic at all. No problem. Just a couple minutes. Okay. I'm glad it wasn't sitting there for 15 minutes, and you're like, "Whoa, why isn't Manta responded at all?" Yeah, I actually was doing a bit better today, but if you haven't been here for long, my dogs escaped the yard, and so I had to go running around the neighborhood trying to find them. Luckily, they're safe and okay. But yeah, running around while sick was was rough. Yeah, and that's why I haven't been streaming at all or posting videos because I logged on for raid and that was about it. You know, Wednesday and part of Thursday. So I just a little under the weather for right now.
Dodge.
But gotta get keys done before tomorrow morning. Oh my. I don't know if I'll get all 8 done. I can already feel how rough this is gonna be. Just having done one and yeah, no, we got really lucky. A couple, you know, I was running around and then I got a phone call, from a couple who said, "Hey, we have your dogs." So the good thing is my dogs are very, very friendly. They definitely don't know stranger danger because the couple called them over and they just immediately ran up to them. So
Dodge.
you know, they didn't give two cares who the people were. They just wanted to go hang out. And you know, the dogs themselves, when I got them home, they were just like, "Oh, that was fun. We should do that again." You know, they were they were just like, "Oh, that was a good run." So
Dodge 8.
yeah, they are not traumatized, which is also really good. But you know, obviously, don't want them getting out again because that's dangerous. You don't want, you know, don't want the puppies getting hurt.
Frontal.
Yeah.
Frontal.
Yeah, I mean they're funny dogs. You know, I love them very, very much. But they're big old goofballs. It's really funny. So, the younger one, he's a little bit of the you know, 'cause he's younger. He's still a puppy. He's only 2. Um, but he is all about everybody all the time. So we like to call him the bowling ball 'cause he just runs you over. He'll be very excited and get right up next to you and you know, just push right through. Oh, am I supposed to? Okay, no, I'm not blessed. I was like, am I supposed to be lusting? I know we have an evoker, but sometimes they see Hunter and go, oh, I don't have to lust here.
Frontal.
We got a guy for that.
Frontal.
Yeah, exactly.
Ads.
You know, hunters want to keep the dogs. And which is funny because,
Fixate.
oh no. Pay attention to chat too much there. Um, but yeah, they are both hunting dogs, but we don't hunt, so they're just both,
Ads.
you know, that's their breeds, I guess is the better way to put that.
Frontal.
Oh my.
Frontal. Frontal. Dodge.
Okay, I want to get away from that. So we care for them both times. No, I get you. Yeah, if you ever see me type, it's I don't know what is wrong, but my fingers do not work like my brain does, and I misspell everything and just add extra letters into every word that is just like obviously don't belong. So I feel ya. Oh, I need to. Yeah. Okay. So if you're wondering why I'm doing like 20s, this is why. I'm not all here. I'm just tired and sick. Okay, skip. But I do plan on, you know, hopefully feeling better next couple days and plan on getting back into streaming. Um, I don't know if there's, I mean, I'll stream Prog, but if there's not really interest, you know, I don't know if that'll be something that I really do until we're getting closer to the kill. I have fat fingers, so Also typing with the phone. Oh yeah, that's even worse. Typing with the phone, it's. I like to instead of fat fingers, I just call them lazy fingers. You know, they're just lazy. Uh, but yeah, I feel ya. Typing on the phone is the hardest thing for me. It's just wild. Yeah, so depending on if y'all have interest in watching, you know, early for Prog, I may or may not uh, stream until we're getting closer to the kill.
Frontal.
Just because I don't want to, you know, it's definitely more entertaining to me to have people to talk to,
Hit.
but it's
Dodge.
not like the most entertaining
AoE.
content. You know, 4 hours of watching the same 4 minutes over and over again. It'd be cool if I was doing some crazy mechanics or something, but so far the only thing
Frontal.
that's like special about Hunter is just the intermission going and turtling and soaking, which is just like, oh, okay. We hold CDs here
Frontal.
until she jumps. Oh, don't want to get hit by that. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, it's, you
Intermission.
know, if people have interest, I'll, you know, and then obviously for me,
5,
it's nice because I
4,
have
3,
people to talk to.
2, 1.
You know, it's always good to chat up. Y'all? Okay. I am going to separate
Frontal.
from everybody a little bit here. Just for the ad spawns, because I don't want
Tap.
it to accidentally get broken.
Ads. Fixate. Frontal.
Okay. Oh, okay. We're getting a whole bunch of stacks. I tried to slow down those two, but I didn't actually get it done.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's better to watch someone enjoying what they're doing instead of grinding for the views.
Frontal.
It's way better to watch.
Trap.
Instead of,
Frontal.
oh, sorry.
Ads.
Oh yeah, no worries. I don't expect anybody
Fixate.
to specifically come to anything, you know.
Frontal.
I'm just happy when there's people to talk to. But it is, again, yeah, it is definitely more fun progging when
Frontal.
you know, when things are getting figured out that really don't involve me or I don't have any input on.
Intermission.
It's definitely nice to spend that time hanging out
5, 4,
and
3,
chatting.
2, 1.
Plus, if people have questions, like there, you know, there's currently
Frontal.
so what's pretty cool is Mickey QQ, who's another very good hunter. Well, he's a much better hunter than I am. But he just got the kill I think last week. So there is one hunter that that has done it. So maybe I'll be the second or third. I have a question. Do you know your rotation by heart, or do you still watch your CDs? Um, so there's no way to have it set because you get procs, right? Um, so if you get procs of rapid fire, like you're going to use rapid fire over like using an aim shot because you get it, you know, it's part of your four piece and whatnot. So there is a lot of it that is known by heart because you just kind of have that feel of how it goes. But because there are procs in MM's rotation that will change how you play, you know, you're gonna you're gonna have to play around with it. And the other thing is too, especially when you do AOE, you know, like if you lose trick shots for something, then your rotation changes. I can orbs. Um, so there's a point of knowing it by heart, but it's not it's not perfect by heart, right? I would say it's more you have a large comfort with the rotation. For example, like I could play not wow, it's just right there on the just, something's just right at the
AoE.
edge of my
Hit.
throat. It's really irritating.
Dance.
Okay, breathe for a little bit.
Dance. Frontal.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't really
Kick.
I don't necessarily like watch
AoE.
my CDs to that extent. The two that I really monitor are aim shot and rapid fire, which are the two here, and then see kill shot. Like
Frontal.
those are the things I monitor. But okay, there we go. So yeah, you'll see on my weak auras, you'll see aim shot and rapid fire on the left, and kill shot, because those are the ones that can proc. Those are the ones that do the most of the damage and everything. Then it'll be explosive shot, death chakram, and volley, which are all longer CDs, 30 seconds and 45 seconds respectively. So it just you don't really have to watch those. You just kind of maintain looking at those three. But even then, like at the beginning, when you're in or at the beginning, just when you're in true trick shots or when you're in true shot, you know that your abilities are going to be up. Like you know that you could just continually spam aim shot and it's going to be available, right? Because that's just how your CDs work during true shot. So you're not really monitoring it. But yeah, definitely having a comfort where you're not having to look very much. Oh. Okay, I'm going.
Frontal.
I should pay attention here just because the
Orb. Frontal. Orb. Add.
I am trying to pay attention just because I think we're falling a little bit behind.
Frontal. Orb.
Oh, we split damage there. That was not the best. I try to stack with everybody else.
Dance.
Okay. Well, didn't really work out that well.
Frontal. Orb. Dance.
Oh my gosh. Ah, I hate the swirlies. I hate them. I
Frontal.
swear I wasn't in anything, but obviously, I mean, you can see I'm 100% in it, right?
Orb.
It's just so frustrating. I think the visual on that is
Dance.
not the greatest. I'm gonna turtle here, just because I'm behind, and I want to make sure that bomb was delayed a lot.
Frontal. Orb.
Whoa! Oh no!
Dance.
That was weird. It must have not counted me as in for some reason. because I didn't move at all, so that was 100% on the ground textures.
Orb. Dance.
Crap.
Frontal. Orb. Dance.
Okay. So yeah. Oh man. Ooh, I get an appearance. What do I get? What do I get? What is it? It's this. Oh, interesting. Oh, they got two of the two mount drops. That was crazy. Wow. Yeah, I'm having a rough time. Give me 1 second. I'm actually gonna take off my sweatshirt. Okay. What else we got here? Is there anything anybody wants me to do in like specifically or anything? 'Cause obviously, I'm just trying to get vault done. Probably just do two more. Um, I guess we could see if I get in 25. Do I need a 25 throne? I do need a 25 throne. I can, oh yeah, it definitely got close at the end there. You know, I don't think it's a good idea to 225. I can already see it going poorly and just kind of eating time. 20 at Taldazar, I'd do that. 21 Black Rook, I'd do that as well. Alright. Hey. Oof. Oh no! Somebody on my realm is higher rated than me now. Oh, they're way higher too. Let's see. Um, oh yeah, it kind of looks like they must they run with a team. Yeah, okay. Yes, you know, obviously I try to do well, but I think competing against actual teams who are doing content is always going to be very difficult. Um, it's just how it is, you know. Like if you have a group, it's much easier to plan everything and do higher stuff, and then obviously uh, they're they only they do push weeks and then they do no weeks, like so last week was a big push week, and so they just went through and smashed a whole bunch of fortifieds. Okay, I want to go to Ataldazar. But that's okay. I don't I don't gotta be the very best. Like no one ever was, right? I just like having fun and pushing myself to do better. All right. Okay. I mean, it's ridiculous to be to be having breathing issues when I'm literally just sitting. I'm just sitting playing a game. So you can imagine how bad it was when I was actually running around trying to get the dogs. I mean, I think the adrenaline carried me for a long time. But I also don't run. You know, it's like that was a long time ago, the last time I actually ran for anything. So after I had him and I was walking him home, I could just feel like the pressure and soreness in my throat. It was like, oh God, that's not good. Give me 1 second. Ask my wife to bring my inhaler. I don't have to use it like as normally. It's just every time I get sick, it's good because I always have problems with breathing when I'm sick. And right now it's just crazy to think like, oh, yeah, playing World of Warcraft so hard, the physical
5,
strain.
4,
This is too
3,
great.
2, 1.
Okay, I am not the last. That's good. I'm assuming we are running straight down to Rasan. I think that's the lucky amount.
Bloodlust. Add.
Thank you, babe.
4, 3,
Oh, thank you
2,
so much.
1.
Didn't turn the fan on. Oh, during the cut. Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Uh-oh. He's gonna get eaten right here. Hopefully they buff him. Nope.
Crap.
My wife brought tea in the special cup that I have the ability to control the temperature, so I gotta turn it on now.
4, 3,
Over here,
2,
turn
1.
this on. Hope that it registers it. Try to get to the other side of Razan here. Oh, it's not on me. Not now. And it's telling me it needs a charge, so I'll move that onto the base. Ah, perfect. So yeah, the cup is really cool. My mother-in-law got it for us for Christmas. Um, but it basically keeps beverages warm at a temperature that you decide. So what I found out is that like 137 degrees is the optimal hot temperature where I can still drink it and not have to worry about burning myself. And yeah, I just set it to that, and then it tells me when it's at the right temperature. And it will, I mean, it'll keep it at 137 for hours. So you never have a cold drink, just always warm. All right. I also have my inhaler, so I'm gonna be able to breathe. Make sure to have my arm above the camera level so it doesn't look suspicious. Alright, I'm gonna mark this. Okay, we're back. Okay. I should probably put a trap there, just in case I get jumped on. And dispel the Juggernaut. Hey, trap still worked. Alright, we're going back this way. I will say I like going this route more. This one just always seems so hectic. And it's just because of these cards. The AoE on them is just ridiculous. And I really haven't run into a single time where the other side was nearly as rough. I think with the other side you pull the center pack, but again, I really don't even think the center pack is all that bad comparatively. I think these guys just, the guards just are insane when it comes to uncontrolled AoE damage. Like you can't dodge it. It's just gonna hit you either way. Alright. Mark that. Put Hunter's Mark on the guard. Kill the totem.
Shield. Hit.
Oh, I didn't have multi-shot up. That's unfortunate. As a loss of a volley. Oh, but I got it up there, so it's okay. One thing that definitely during the raging makes you want to soothe right when it, I think it's 30%. Could be 35. Let's double check right here. That's 30. So soothe. Now it does less damage. Mark that. Mark him. And there we go.
Shield.
Ooh, I just kicked way too early, but that's okay. Someone else got the interrupt anyway. Oh man, we blasted there. There's so much time on my CDs.
Shield. Hit.
Wanted to make sure my mic was still down. I realized I put it up when I was using the inhaler.
Shield.
Don't want to just be talking to nobody.
Shield.
Oh, can I feign this? Oh, doesn't matter. Got off anyway.
Hit.
Alright, they both were targeting me there. I normally would save the kick for the hex, but I didn't want to.
Hit.
I can. Oh, both of us got kicked too. Alright, so we're doing great. But yeah, they both were targeting me for the Venom blast, and that didn't seem like a great time. So I couldn't be sure if one was gonna get kicked, so I might as well make sure that I don't die. And that is the best commentary I can give. somebody just absolutely blasted. Oh no.
3, 2, 1. New.
Their dots, they went too
3,
fast. That's
2,
unfortunate.
1.
That's
Hit.
irritating. Well, nothing we can do about it. We just gotta go back. Yeah, I usually try to slow down around like 20%, 16% if I'm the one who's ahead. For that exact reason that just happened. Because dots will do some level of damage. Alright. Everything should be pretty close.
Hit. 3.
Yeah, because no one was on this one. It just, I know when they switched over, it was at 2%. So I think it's just a natural, you know, dots and whatnot just to get over. And even like classes that aren't dot heavy, the thing is we all have the helm enchant. Oh, well, I guess other people's helm enchants are different.
Hit.
But I know, like, you know, on Farak there's a whole bunch of holding right now that we have to do. And there is a lot of damage that goes out just passively with not even like part of your kit. You know, like the helm enchants are pretty big, and like boots and consumables like the rockets on hunters, and just a lot of that stuff.
Hit.
Alright. Yeah, I think tonight's gonna be a two more, or I guess one more after this, and then call it. I'm just slowly dying over here.
Hit. Hit.
But I will try to stream tomorrow too. I think try to get one more night of good sleep, and then hopefully yeah, have the energy and get a bunch of keys done tomorrow. Try to see if I can get any, I think 26s. I think there's a couple of 25s I can do, but then a bunch of 26s is what I'll be looking at. I don't think I can run through this. Yeah, I got almost dead. Maybe I'll be able to take one tick. Woo! Yeah. Probably not worth, but you know, for science. Put binding down now. Oh my gosh, everything just died so quickly. I'm gonna feign. Yeah, normally I would wait for, you know, the tank to pull right, but I had all my CDs rolling, so could just sit there and watch it happen. Alright. 20s are the new 50. Kind of. I think 18s are probably the new 15s because it still puts you on Mythic track. The only thing you lose by doing an 18 is the flight stone cost.
So,
So I would say ish, yeah.
so,
I'm gonna use the defensive here. Oh, get into the SLT. But yeah, that's why I'm just doing 20s to 22s. I mean, so far it's just been 20s, but just kind of getting what I need for the vault.
add,
Last week when it got really late, I think I was just doing 18s at the end because I just I didn't have the time. You know, I was hoping to
so,
smash through them really quickly.
so,
Oh, I have the dot at the same time here. I show if it's been bad in Nathria Season 1.
add,
The scaled so proudly for prideful. Yeah, let's think. Nathria. Truthfully, I didn't start doing like hard content until Sanctum of Domination. Coming back soon for Warwick. Windwalker is pretty strong. Well, that's good. I mean, I think Windwalker's. I mean, the one Windwalker I've known has always done a ridiculous amount of damage. Whoa! Guess I was in that. So I think Windwalker's always really cool. Such a very different play style to everything else, right? Because you can't press, the same buttons. It's literally you have to go through everything individually and can't reuse anything because you lose the damage buff. Um, but yeah, I feel like especially on AoE, Windwalker is just crazily good and looks fun. That's awesome. So it's been 3 months. So is that pretty much all of this season? Probably the end of season 2. I don't know if they're I don't know if their season 4 tier sets are really good if they decided to monk back in. Oh, really? That's interesting. That's a big change
bloodlust,
going from
kick,
the farthest out range to a very close
stack,
okay, looks like we're going back here. Looks like some of us are going back here.
kick,
S2. Yeah, so I don't know. Was that the really good is that a really good tier set for Windwalker? I'm assuming it would be because I think the people who play Windwalker are like pretty die-hard Windwalker fans. So I would think they would choose.
adds,
Ah, man. This boss is so scary every time.
Crap.
kick,
Oh, should have turtled. I played melee besides survival back when it was OP. Yeah. No. We have another res.
kick,
Let's see. It looks like he's coming out to get me right now. Where are we? Just want to make sure there's no spiders. I'm actually gonna wait for the
stack,
soul rend to go off, so I don't have to deal with that. And then I gotta watch the
adds,
spiders. Oh man, they're all right there. So this was a bad
kick,
held. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, I was trying to make sure I didn't get the soul run mechanic, and then instantly regretted it with the
Hit.
spider locations. Um,
Stack. Adds. Kick.
I'm just gonna focus on boss here. Oh man, these spiders are just ridiculous.
Kick.
Okay. GG, thank you for group. Okay. Um, season 1. So it's a season 1 buff? Yeah, I mean, I think it's always really nice um when the tier sets increase. Uh, the tier set increases AoE. I think that's always really fun because that's where you get to see the big damages, right? You get to just absolutely smash through stuff. Um, yeah. So I mean, that's awesome. That's why I mean, well, not entirely why I really like this tier. I really like this tier for the fact that it also gives you 2 target cleave for MM, but anytime you get AoE damage buffs, it seems to always have a lot of fun tied to it. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, I need to do one more. Okay. Can I do it, team? Is this it? Am I gonna survive this last 20 to 23? What do we want to do? A fall? We haven't done a fall. Ooh, but there's another rise. I'd do another rise. I like doing the rises just for the chance of the mount. 8%. Whoa, that's a huge buff. Yeah, I mean that'd be great. Yeah, and that's Manta. Thoughts on verse for gems and ring enchants. Um, so I think if you're trying to push higher content, depending on what your current verse is at, right? I've been noticing that things are hitting really, really hard in higher content. So by going more into verse, um, you have a little bit more leeway. But I also run the what's this called? Ember of Nullification, which is just a big stat trinket. You know, it's 722 verse on there. Um, so I think verse is not overrated, especially as you're getting into higher stuff because everything just hits harder. And I actually in like the 25s, I don't use iced file. Um, I swap to the verse file. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, so I mean, verse definitely will help, right? It's not gonna cure everything. You're not just instantly not going to die. There's 21. I do that, but it definitely helps. Um, yeah, and like just inherently, um, hunters are always squishy. Okay, there's 21. Oh no, got phased away from mine. So that's my opinion. Um, and I know that Siphene also versus above, yeah, above 15%. Yeah, Siphene, who also is a very good MM hunter. Um, they're running quite a lot of verse as well. So yeah. So I mean, like obviously there's the perfect stats to do a lot of damage, but that doesn't inherently mean like that it's the best stats for you because it may do more damage, but if you're dead, you're not gonna do any damage. So so I think verse is definitely a good thing. Obviously, I wouldn't send and try to get 40% verse or wear PvP gear. That would be crazy. Um, but definitely losing you know, some points here and there to send into verse doesn't seem like the worst thing. Because then also like, you're not having to worry as much about your health and whatnot. Like obviously, you still have to plan out defensives, but I know that like on Yasma, I do horrible damage every time because I'm taking so much damage without like it being consistent that I'm just watching my health so much to stay alive. Um, and so obviously if that's the way you're playing, you're not going to verse over verse over MS weights. Astri? Listen. I think when my trinket's off, I think I'm at 20%. Generally, I've been sitting around 20% haste. I've been undergeared. Yeah, yeah, BM I think has a very high scaling without gear, especially how they changed it this season. Um, BM season 2 scaling versus MM season 2 scaling. Like, I remember I swapped to BM at the very beginning of the season because I was doing like 40k more without knowing how to play BM, which was just ridiculous. I am not the last again. That is good. Main stat. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. People. Okay, so I've always seen too many burst over main stat ways that messing up their burst windows. Oh yeah. So I think
Five, four,
I think going into
three,
verse is definitely a
two,
good idea overall.
one.
When you're trying to push higher keys, I don't think I've run into that issue very much in lower keys. I think like in this, I don't know if this is a 20 or 21 or something. Like I would be surprised if I was having big issues surviving, like let's say the night claws, whereas in a 26, like the night claws are dangerous.
Bloodlust.
Okay,
Hit.
all right.
Debuff.
I'm not sure why he waited so long to pull the bear, but I
AoE.
just held everything for it.
Adds.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Because I didn't want to pull the bear without him, right? But at the same time, it's like I just sat there doing nothing for
Dodge.
forever.
Dodge.
Oh, where did that razor beak go?
Kick.
Oh, thing I was going after die.
Dodge. Dodge.
BM will forever be the RL spec. What do you mean by RL spec?
Dodge.
Real
Dodge.
life? Just loving the pets. I mean, I can get into that. I think my doggos are awesome, so I think BM being the real life spec would be great. Raid lead spec? Ah, yeah, yeah. I mean, that makes sense, because, oh my goodness. This is a big old pack.
Kick.
Yeah, so Yeah, I actually could definitely see BM being really good for raid leading. I know that my raid leader, he played Boomy in Shadowlands, and he was always a little bit
AoE.
disheartened because when you raid lead,
Ads.
you just you'll lose damage,
AoE.
right? Because you're paying attention to a whole bunch of stuff outside of damage. Um,
Fixate.
so especially when Boomy was in the frenzy patch, you know, like if you're having to pay attention to something while you do 90% of your
AoE.
damage, in those 30 seconds, um, it's inherently going to be rough. But now he swapped to tank,
AoE.
which I think has been a bit better because he doesn't have to
Ads.
worry about damage
Fixate.
as much, right? What's your thoughts on verse versus or crit file? So like right now on, sorry, my thoughts on, whoa, all right, there we go. On verse versus crit file, I think at the beginning
Move.
of Prague, uh, you're not gonna kill it, right? So unless you're hitting some damage check really early, there's just no reason
Ads.
to go crit file because you don't get the advantage of having more damage, but you get the downside of potentially dying to the dot. Yeah, well, he's standing way out there, so I'm
Move.
just gonna hang out in here.
Ads. Fixate.
So I would always go verse file uh, during Prague, especially at the beginning, right? Um, as you get in closer, healing will, the healers will naturally be better at healing the big things and everything. And at that point, like getting the boss
Move.
dead is gonna be super advantageous, and
Ads.
you'll kind of know your thresholds a little bit more.
Fixate.
So swapping to crit file doesn't seem that bad. Um, but uh, all right, brother. Oh, have a good night, Karaz.
Ads.
Thank you for coming and chatting.
Move.
So that and then obviously if you're trying to parse, it's all about going crit file, right? Like that's the way to get more damages because you get like 300 more secondary stats. Like my stat weight right here, right? This is perfectly weighted essentially off of having crit file over verse file. Um, so like when I swap out, I do try to swap to uh, higher crit ring to like make up for the loss in crit. But sorry, brain's not moving the fastest. But yeah. So I think there is advantages of using verse file at the beginning, but then when you look at things that have like 30 pulls to kill, like that doesn't necessarily like you don't need to swap to verse file for the first 20 pulls. Like if it's something that dies that night, I feel like just use what you're gonna use. That being said, you know raid leaders have different opinions, so if they care, then that'll obviously dictate more of what you do. Um, but those are my opinions on it, at least. I think we can all get a little bit too trapped in the stat weights and trying to do things that are like very min maxy. Even damage reduction can be min maxy. Um, so I think there's times and place for it, but there's also times and place to just play, you know, and figure out stuff. Yeah, yeah. Even with the nerfs, as far as what I'm hearing, I don't really do. I don't monitor logs and kills and stuff, but as far as what I'm hearing is, there are still a lot of guilds that are having difficulty getting through Tindral, even with the nerfs. And that's, I'm not trying to say like anything high and mighty, like, oh well, we already did Tindral. I just think that the nerfs haven't necessarily made it easy enough where a lot of people are pushing through and getting to Farak, right?
Kit.
Which is the point of the nerfs, is to get more people to be able to kill it. And like we just had a big round of Farak nerfs, and they haven't been like, oh yes, now instantly we're getting the kill. I also think it's kind of lame when the nerf is, oh, we made it so that this thing now doesn't need an extra level of Weakora. Like, why is that in there? Like, why is why is that even necessary? Like, it should just not have been there in the first place. And that's my opinion. I think having
Knock.
to have Weakoras
Trap.
that are like devastatingly intense for fights never once has felt good. Like, it always is a
Frontal.
oh, it's always a bad time. Like, I know that I've been sat on fights because Weakors were just, they weren't working, you know, on my computer, and that's happened to so many people in my raid before, and that's insane. That's insane that
Knock.
you have to have Weakoras that, you know, are hard to troubleshoot,
Frontal.
and and like you sometimes cannot
Trap.
play because of the Weakora. That's just wild.
Ads. Trap.
So that's my rant about
Knock.
Weakoras. I think they should be a fun part of the game,
Frontal.
not a convoluted, buggy part of the game. Fruit in 14, he dies in 20. Yeah, I'm not even gonna worry about it.
Trap. Knock.
Alright. Ooh. Yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to not being sick. I'm also just, I mean, I know that I'm not I'm not good at being sick, right? Like, I always feel so pathetic.
Avoid.
Like, I don't know why other people can maintain. I think the biggest thing is just I don't, every time I get sick, I don't get oxygen. So my brain doesn't think very quickly, and like I can't do things, and so it just always makes it way more difficult than it needs to be. But yeah, I always feel like a big old baby, whereas my wife, she gets sick and she's just like, okay, you know, she doesn't feel well, but she, oh, goodness.
Bloodlust. Frontal. AOE. Frontal. Push. AOE. Frontal. Push. AOE.
Oh, shoot. I was not paying attention.
Frontal.
I was paying attention to the whelps. Oops. I knew I was gonna try to defensive there too, and I just, I don't know. This is, if you're wondering why I'm doing lower keys right now, that is the big example. Um, okay.
Debuff.
Put a trap under me. Well, that looks like it's gonna die anyway.
Kit.
Oh, gotta faint this one off. That was my bad. Didn't have a misdirect up. And I was being greedy about my CDs there. Where's the stalker? Put trap underneath again. Well, it looks like he still got me there. Is Pips better than the Verse Trinket? It definitely sims a lot better than the Verse Trinket. The thing is, Pips, it's it's a rotating stats, right? So you don't inherently get the right ones. Sorry. So it sims really good, but I don't know if it's as good as it sims. I guess would be the best way to put it. It does feel like I feel like I've done a lot of damage with pips, but it's not necessarily like the best thing, right? I think a lot of people run it because it sims really high, but I think, you know, augury could be better on tyrannical weeks. I'm running Ember Soul because it's really fun. Oh, I didn't feign that. So, you know, I think Pips is good, but I think the Verse Trinket is also good.
AOE.
And I think the Verse Trinket is especially good when you are doing higher keys.
Spread.
Because of just the constant verse, right? Like, 'cause that's what I'm looking for. Is I'm looking for the high verse, and you know, that's the best trinket for high verse. So they're interchangeable, but Pips may be better for damage.
Spread.
But Ember of Nullification would be better for first. So, I don't know if that'll hit me. He's getting a whole bunch of damage, Bus. 10 stacks, yeah. That makes sense. Hey, there we go. GG, thank you for group. Okay. I forgot that this is the quest as well. I feel like I should have done this on my alt, but I don't feel well. Hmm. I'm trying to think. It's just a piece of gear, right? You know, it's not gonna make or break me. I can always get gear. So I do think that's going to be it for tonight. What are these? Oh, that's weird. I do think that's gonna be it for me tonight. I don't feel well, so we'll see if I get anything cool from this. Maybe it'll be an augury. What is it? It's a bow, but it has a leech on it, but it's not as good as what I have. So it is 160 gold. Oh man, that'd be a really good bow on the other on the other tune though. Well, you know what? Maybe I take a nap and maybe I wake up late tonight and do more keys. But I do think that's gonna be it for right now. Thank you everybody for coming to the stream. Sorry, it's not the most intense, crazy uh keys and whatnot, but it's just it's what I could do. I haven't played all week and this is about as good as it's getting for right now. So thank you, and I will hopefully be streaming tomorrow.